Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Buildkite MCP server to create a new pipeline based on the content of your source code. So I have here a GitHub repo that contains a handful of Go microservices that I'm building with Bazel. I've got some Go services, some shared libraries between them, and what I want to do is ask Claude to use the Buildkite MCP server to generate a new pipeline for me, just so I can get my project off the ground and get up and running quickly and have something to kind of build onto later. So to do that, the first thing I'll do is install the Buildkite MCP server into Claude. So I use Claude Code in a VS Code terminal like this typically. This is the repo that we just looked at running locally here, and I will just add it and start Claude. So if I look at my installed MCP servers, I'll see that I have Buildkite installed now, and I've got Context 7 installed. Context 7 is documentation server. All of our docs are loaded into Context 7 to make it easier for you to make sure your LLMs have the most recent available docs to work with, just to produce more accurate pipelines based on latest APIs and all that. So now that this is kind of wired up, I can grab my pre-typed prompt here and hand it to Claude to get this process going. So just to quickly kind of to cover what's happening here, I'm asking Claude to create a new pipeline YAML file that builds and tests the libraries of this project first, and in that order. To do it in one step, just for simplicity, to upload the Go services that get built as Buildkite build artifacts, to summarize the build process with an annotation and add it to the pipeline so I can take a look at what happened afterward, and then to label the steps with a Bazel emoji, because that's what you got to do. And then in Buildkite, I'm asking it to create the pipeline with the name Bazel Core Example in my personal Buildkite org using my hosted agents cluster, which I've already set up, and then just to configure the pipeline to read the steps of the pipeline from the file that we'll be creating from the GitHub repo. That just lets us manage the process in code rather than manually in the Buildkite dashboard. Okay, so I'm just going to run this and see how it goes. I have given Claude a few permissions up front here just to kind of let it run some bash commands and so forth to analyze the code and get a better sense of what it needs to do to run the build and test steps for this pipeline. You can see that it's doing that here, running Bazel query to figure out how the different pieces are related. It understands the structure, so it's going to go ahead and get to work on building the pipeline. It's finding my Buildkite cluster here just to kind of make sure that that's there for it to use. And it looks like it's creating the YAML file. This first glance looks okay. I'm going to let it create it just to take a quick look at the final result here more clearly. And as we do that, we can see, okay, we're building the libraries, building the services, running the tests here. Let's see, uploading the built artifacts, the Go binaries for the services, and then assembling an annotation here with some interesting bits of detail. That all looks right. And it looks like it's also, and it's created the pipeline in Buildkite. So good, so I can go and take a look at that now. And I'll do that here. So here's that. If I look at the pipeline settings here, it should have picked my hosted agents cluster. It did. And the GitHub repo looks right. And I think if I go and grab that, I'll go take a look at that repo here. I should see in the settings that a webhook was created. This is good. This is what I want, so that when I push a change to this repo, Buildkite will start building the pipeline for me. So I think with that, I should be able to push this code up and let it go. Let's try that. Okay. So now back in Buildkite, I can see that the build has been triggered. And it's now running. Pipeline's uploaded. and the build and test steps are happening. That's good. Gonna take a look at the logs and keep an eye on this as it runs. Running my Bazel commands now. Looks good. All right, running the services, built services, now running the tests. Okay. All right, I think we're done. Great, and if I look at the annotations that were submitted here, I get kind of a quick overview of what happened. I can go and augment these later if I want to add some more detail here. Back in the steps, I can probably see that my artifacts were created. This looks good. These are all my Go binaries. Yeah, I think that kind of does it. All right, great. Well, so that's it. So I guess at this point, we've got a working pipeline. We can build onto it manually. We can ask Claude Code to build onto it for us. We can do any number of things. So the MCP server can do a lot more than this, of course. We kind of would love for you to take a look. Our docs are here. Please take a look at them and learn more about the different servers, local and remote. Lots more configurability here, lots more control over the tool sets you can use, tons of flexibility here. We really want to see what you think. We are also building it publicly, so if you are interested in contributing, come take a look. Otherwise, just post an issue if you have a suggestion for a feature, anything at all. We'd love to hear what you think and use this stuff so that we can continue to make it better for you. Thanks for watching, and happy building.